the Helpful Lockpicker here, and the video I have for you today is a challenge lock that was sent to me by Sightless Senshi. It's in this really nice purple packaging here, and I'm excited to see what's inside. I have a pretty good idea that it's a challenge lock and it should be a Kwikset keyway, but that's about all I know about this lock. So I'm just gonna open this up and let's see what we have. Is there anything else in here? No. Alright, get rid of the packaging and now let's take a look at the lock. Now, this is a really interesting lock because Sightless Senshi is proving to be a really good picker. He started recently, but he is blind, so it's really cool to see that he's able to construct a challenge lock and be able to put some really thought into it. He's really been showing us that you can really do anything if you put your mind to it. This is a Kwikset lock, and I'll see what it takes to get it open. Let's see, Sightless Senshi and Lady Lockpicker. Oh my, how lewd. And here's the key, has some really nice bitting on it, and we'll see what it takes to get it open. Going to use, let's see, top of the keyway tension in 50 thousandths, and start off with my standard hook in 25 thousandths. See. Now the pens seem like they're not wanting to move up. I'm not sure if he took the top off and threaded this because they seem to be a little bit more bound than I would expect. But loosen up on the tension here a little bit. See if we can't get this lock open. Okay, got a little movement on the core, but working my way towards the back of the lock, it's being a little bit difficult with the pens. Okay, and we got the lock open. Sightless Senshi, thank you so much for sending this lock my way, and let's see what it takes to get this lock apart. Looks like it has one of those springs on the back that I need to take the little pin out. And now that we got it open, let's just verify that the key works. And it works very smoothly. I'm just going to depress the back here and get this clip off, and we will get this lock gutted. Take the key out for a minute here. Alright, now I'm going to be careful not to lose my little spring here that comes in there. Alright, so this has been the Sightless Senshi and Lady Lockpicker Oh My How Lewd challenge lock. Now, let's see what's inside. Got my plug follower here, and see, it looks like it has that construction keying on the core, and he did serrate all the key pen chambers. Got one, looks like a spool. Two, looks like a regular key pen. 3, 4, and 5. Very nice. Really nice bitting as well. Now, let's see what's upstairs here. I'm going to make note that the front of this is the opposite of where the 7 is, because they look pretty identical. So the back is where the 7 is. One looks like a little spool. 2 looks kind of like a dumbbell kind of spool with a nice little tip on it that could make it give some interesting feedback. 3 looks like a commercial serrated from CLK Supply. Alright, so I gotta figure out how to put this back together. 4, it looks pretty crowded. He's got 2 pins together. I think they were touching in the middle here, so that could give some interesting feedback. So 4 had a double pin kind of thing to it. It's like a spool, but the middle is cut out. And then 6 has some really, pin 5 has some really nice double spool and a nice serration right in the center. Now let's see what we have going on for the springs here. We'll try to get them out in the correct order. Okay, this looks like a regular spring. Two. Regular spring. 3, that may have been a double spring. Looks like that they're, no, that's the spring 4 popping out. And then 5. So nothing too much on the springs here, but when I look inside the Bible here, I don't see any threading. So the modifications I'm seeing to this are there's threading on the key pin area and the plug, and then all the pins are pretty modified. The key pins didn't have too much work to them. Key pin 1 does look like it has a little torpedo spool shape to it. The rest looks standard, but he did put a lot of thought into the bitting to make that more difficult. And then the driver pins are where they're really cool. You got this nice little short spool over a nice long key pin. Then on 2 we got this really nice long spool over this short key pin, so that really will sit down there, and then it looks like it has this rough tip to it here, so that could really get caught up in there. And then we have a commercial serrated in 3 over the long key pin, which is good because that's not going to sit too deep because of the long key pin, and then that will work really well getting caught up. 4 looks pretty crowded. It has a long key pin over it, and then it has these broken up pins here, almost like little T-pins, but it looks like they're a spool that are separated in the middle, so hopefully that would get caught up and cause some crazy false sets. And then 5 has this double spool with this really fine serration in the middle. But one thing I'll just show you on key pin 3 here is just an example of why you always want to try to put the serrated pins over the longer pins, because they don't sit that deep in it. This key pin isn't super long, but oftentimes it will sit almost up at the shear line where a spool wouldn't be able to come into play. But Sightless Senshi, I think you did a really great job at thinking about how you wanted to place these pins, and it was a lot of fun to work on it. I always find it interesting to see how challenging someone can make a Kwikset lock. I'm going to put up a photo of these pens in just a moment here. But thank you everyone for checking out this video. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. As always, thank you so much for checking this out, and if you have any challenge locks you'd like me to try, or if you want to try a challenge lock that I might have in my collection, you can always let me know as well. I'm always trying to keep everything rotating out so everyone has a chance to work on them. Thank you so much for checking this out, and have a great day.